Oh, okay.
Put us up here.
I started with my friend last and I said,
I'm ready. You guys are ready? Ready? Okay, great. You're so.
we'll come down.
Right after me. I'll call.
Okay, then I'll.
Yeah, you guys can just stand right behind me. Perfect. Okay, good morning. Oh, are we on? We're good. You can hear me? Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. Sorry if this podium was any higher, you might not be able to see me, but it all works out. Okay, I'm going to talk really loud, so this truck, you can hear over me. Okay, good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for joining us here today for this great celebration. I'm Heidi Daniel, President and CEO of the Enoch Pratt Free Library, and I want to This 2-year, $3.6 million renovation has doubled the usable space of this library. Right outside, you'll notice the new access ramps. And inside, the basement of the library was completely dug out to make room for a brand new meeting room and public restrooms. And on the main floor, you'll see an expanded children's department and a more welcoming entrance with a unified service desk. I want to thank the architects on this project, Mann's Woodward Studio, the builder, Triumfo Builders, the City Department of General Services, which managed this project for us. And as you go inside, you'll also notice a mural over the window. That was painted by local artist Zoe Friedman, who was selected with the help of Lou Joseph and the Baltimore Office for Promotion and Arts. Thank you all for your contributions to this beautiful building. This project would not have been possible without the funding and support from the City of Baltimore. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott.
Good morning. Good morning. I am thrilled to be here today as we welcome the Hampden community back to their library. We know that libraries, Heidi, are more than just vessels for books. And Madam Chair, we want to thank you and Heidi and everyone at Enoch Pratt for all that you've done normally, but especially over the last year during COVID, where the library has gone above and beyond to help our residents in Baltimore deal with a pandemic of the likes we've never seen. We know they are community centers, safe haven, and information hubs. The Enoch Pratt Institution has served our communities in Baltimore for over a century. In fact, I still have my old yellow and red and blue Pratt Library card that I got from the Reisterstown Plaza branch. Heidi just told me today she's going to be replacing it, so I'm going to be a little upset about that, but I'll get over it. The Enoch Pratt Library Foundation is based in equity and serving everyone in Baltimore, no matter their race, gender, or class. The Pratt Foundation is one that I hold close to my heart as mayor, as I continue to work to make sure everyone in Baltimore has the same equitable opportunities, no matter who they are and where they come from. The city is committed to maintaining and updating public spaces like our libraries. And as we reopened the rest of our libraries a few months ago from the pandemic, we knew that we had to hold out a little longer for the Hampden Branch, but it's going to be well worth it due to the renovation. But I think I speak for everyone when I say that it's well worth it. And I also think I speak to everyone when I say thank you to Heidi and the staff, each and every one of you, for keeping this center, who opened their location to keep library services going. But also, I wait for the truck, Heidi. Happens to me all the time. As Heidi said, this library has served this community for 121 years. And we know that we can't wait to see what the next 121 years looks like. This is what community is all about. This is what Baltimore looks like when we come together and partner. This is also what Baltimore looks like on Monday when we have to get our trash dump to get rid of crabs. But this is what it looks like when we partner to invest in places, in institutions, in spaces that benefit the whole community. I want to thank everyone that's been involved in this project. And I want to say, Heidi, I can't wait to renovate the next library and open new ones. I know that Delegate Rosenberg, we want to see that happen in Park Heights, and we're going to make sure with Senator Hayes as well. And also want to recognize our Councilman James Torrance, who joined us today. This is a great day, not just for Hampden, but for Baltimore. And I can't wait to see what it looks like inside. Congratulations, everyone, and welcome back, Hampden.
State support was also vital in the renovation of this library with a state grant of $1 million for construction. The state has also given us extra aid in $3 million to keep our hours expanded for all of the city of Baltimore. I want to introduce one of our big advocates, State Senator Antonio Hayes.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone, and thank you, Heidi. The Enoch Pratt is the only one that could get me in the suit after many, many months on Zoom. I haven't been in a suit since the legislature has adjourned in April, but thank you all so much. This is such a lovely occasion. I think the mayor has already done so, but I want to recognize my other colleague in the state legislature that's here, Delegate Sandy Rosenberg, who had who offered me the opportunity to meet a descendant of the Robert Poole family who's here with us, Mr. Sweat. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. And so, my colleagues, Delegate Wells, Delegate Ampry, who lives just around the corner, they're all participating in a tour of one of our detention facilities with the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus. So this morning, we decided to split duties and be in two places at one time. And so I come to you and greet you on behalf of the entire 40th District delegation and celebrate that the Enoch Pratt is returning back here to the beautiful community of Hampden. And I'm so happy about the work that you all have done. Mandela said that education is the most powerful tool to change the world. Heidi and the Enoch Pratt family has done so. It was a great pleasure to join them as we opened up the Central Library just not too long ago. Today we open Hampden. In the very near future, we'll be embarking upon projects in Pigtown and Park Heights and West North Avenue. And so we're looking forward to what only has the past brought us in such a valuable resource here in Baltimore City and throughout the state of Maryland, but what it lends to future generations to come. And so with that, I'll end by presenting this citation that's presented on behalf of myself and my colleagues of the 40th Legislative District, and it reads, official citation being hereby known to all that the sincerest congratulations are offered to the Hampden Branch of Enoch Pratt Free Library in the recognition of the reopening of this historic branch that provides a valuable service to this community and Baltimore City. You are vital in connecting community with the wonderful world of books and beyond. Welcome back, presented on this 12th day of July 2021 by the various members of the 40th District. Thank you all so very much. Really appreciate it. Heidi?
Thank you so much. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Councilman James Torrance. Without our city council advocates, we wouldn't be able to do the work we do. Councilman Torrance? Oh, sorry.
Good morning. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Mayor Scott. Thank you, Senator Hayes. I'm proud to be here today, not only as a council representative for Hampden, but the husband of a woman who used to work here when she did the Aquarium on Wheels on, I think the Aquarium on Wheels. My wife used to be a part of that. And she said that that was the best part of her education in Baltimore City Public Schools and also going to Poly and understanding that that was an opportunity to provide equity for children to have access to aquarium without them actually having to leave their neighborhood. So I'm happy to be back here at Hampden's library, but I look forward to bringing my son here also to take part in reading time as well.
Thank you, Councilman, and we look forward to having you and your son here. Many of the furnishings you'll see inside the branch are thanks to private donors throughout our branch improvement fund. Raising money to improve our branches is a top priority for our library board. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you the chair of the board, Dr. Michelle Farmer.
Thank you so much, Heidi. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is a great day. This is a great day for Baltimore. It's a great day for Hampden neighborhood. And it's an honor to represent the boards of directors and trustees of the great Enoch Pratt Free Library. So thank you all very much for allowing the board and me as chair to represent the boards to speak on their behalf. We want to just tell you how grateful we are for all of the work that was done by all of you. First, I want to say thank you to our city and our state elected officials. Thank you so much, because without you, we would not be able to have accomplished everything in such a short amount of time. The renovations don't come without cost. And we need the generosity and the cooperation and collaboration of our city and state officials. So I thank you for helping to make this project become a reality. Thank you. I also want to make a mention that this is a public-private partnership. Okay, and this is a very important issue. We start by talking about the benefits of our public contributions, but we can't overlook the importance of private philanthropy. So we also want to thank all of the donors who helped to make this possible. It's really the donors that truly help us to make sure that the Enoch Pratt Free Library system remains one of the best, state-of-the-art, a real shining example of what's possible, not only for Baltimore City and for the great state of Maryland, but for the entire country. So we think that it's very important that we recognize that. Thank you so much, yes. I learned as part of my preparation for my remarks that in 1900, Robert Poole, he was the owner of the Poole and Sons Foundry and Machine Works, right here down the road over in the Woodbury area. And he was the initial great philanthropist to help to make this library what it is today. 121 years ago, he set in motion the contributions and made sure that this building was built, that this library was here for Hampden neighborhoods, in large part because he cared very much, not only for the community, but for his workers. He wanted to be sure that they had a place to not only live, but also thrive. And a library was a central part of his mission for Hampden. So we want to thank Robert Poole, and we also want to recognize Mr. Thomas Sweat, his great-great-grandson. Because without this philanthropy, we would not be standing here today in front of this building. Hampden as a neighborhood wouldn't be what it is. And you know, as I talked to Mr. Sweat, it became clear to me that Robert Poole lives on, not only in this building, but also through the great generosity of his great-great-grandson and his family, that we know that the imprint of philanthropy is there. So I want to thank you all. I also want to thank all of the library staff and the leadership through Heidi that is going to make sure that this is one of Baltimore's best libraries. So thank you on behalf of the board, and thanks for all of the support that this community has been giving to the library. We're excited, we're pumped, and thanks again for everything.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And I'm definitely of everything we do every day, which is the Pratt team. Many of the team are here in front of you or over here. You'll notice their red lanyards. I've never been so humbled and proud to work with a group of people who constantly show up, pandemic, no pandemic, and ask, how do we continue to serve? How do we continue to be here for Baltimore City? And it's at the core of what we do in any neighborhood in this city. So thank you for showing up every day. I don't say it enough, but I appreciate it. So this starts the day of festivities here at the Hampden Library, and I hope everyone gets a chance to come in and tour the library. Now I want to ask that our dignitaries, Delegate Rosenberg, State Librarian Irene Padilla, members of the board, anyone involved in the project, come up so that we can cut the ribbon, and then we'll do a short tour. Thank you.
Okay, good.